Hello, welcome to my rug, and welcome to a video which could be rendered pointless if I'm wrong about this, but I believe that the Orient Ray 2 and the Orient Kamasu 2 are slightly different specs of exactly the same watch. I think that this is marketed, maybe I'm wrong, I'm happy to be told I'm wrong, but I think this is marketed as an upgrade, all because of one tiny little thing. And that has sapphire and that has mineral, possibly hardlex. But the sapphire in that has no AR coating. So that bugs me because they make these watches with such attractive dials. This is a sunburst black to sort of goldy silver. Really, really lovely. This is a royal blue sunburst again. See if we can get that a bit better in the light. So no AR renders it not an upgrade for me. I'd rather have a clearer hardlex. No AR on a sapphire washes it out. Same thing with the Tissot Sea Star and the Oris diver with the integrated bracelet. They don't have AR and it drives me crazy. I just don't understand why they don't do that and make an attractive dial, because you just can't see it. So the movement's the same. It's day-date, same movement. The loom's the same. They're made in the same factory. The crown's the same. There's some slight differences to case finishing. This is polished with a polished side of the case with brushed lug tops. This is fine brushing, almost looks sandblasted. It's so fine you can't see they are horizontal brush strokes, but you can't see it, with polished chamfered edges. But that's not enough to make this. We're talking the difference of say £100, but when I picked this one up, it's £110 I paid for this. It's probably not the same now. That's 100% more money. That was 100 and something percent. That was £230. So it's double the price, and it's not double the watch. You're paying £100 for what probably cost them 15 quid for a bit of sapphire. If you take off the cost of the hardlex, it's probably more like a tenner. So they're basically the same watch, but different specs, slightly different sizes. This is slightly thinner, which makes it slightly more robust, perhaps, in the different settings it can be in. But yeah, they're essentially the same watch. This one only comes on a bracelet, and the bracelet is very comfy. Plenty of adjustment, 4 holes, micro adjustment, but it's very rattly. I mean, and it does make that, you're walking along, you're barely moving your wrist, you're sort of doing this with your wrist, and it makes that sort of noise, and the end links are hollow and they tinkle like little percussive instruments. That's the noise they make. Drives me up the wall. Driving along, it was making that noise. So if you're umming and ahhing about these two watches, and sapphire is a massive thing for you, buy that. If you're willing to mod your watch, buy that and put sapphire in it. And I mean, the Kamasu has a more interesting dial, perhaps. It's got the sort of grey tones there. Apologies, these aren't lined up. The bezels are different. This one's hard to grip, but has a really nice crisp action. This one is easy to grip, but it's awful, and the action's awful, so I tend to sort of, it backplays a lot. And I did make this video a little bit earlier, and I'm in my living room. I don't have a studio. I don't think I could get away with that. I think I might get told off. And the ice cream man went by, so I had to I had to redo the video. But yeah, if you're thinking about it, that is not better than this. It's just slightly different. The features it's not like It's not like going for, say, a Seiko Mini Turtle over a Land Turtle, where it's got a different movement, and we're talking different sums of money. We're talking £800 versus, say, £400, but it's still double the price. And I just don't necessarily think it's worth it at this point. It's probably not double the price now. Perhaps I'm being unfair. Maybe there's only £50 or £60 between them. All I would say is there's a few videos saying that this is the best diver under whatever, and I would say that this is also the best diver. That it would make more sense to. It would make more sense to me if I understood these as the same watch. Maybe it's just the way I think about these things, but yeah. It'd be a shame that they didn't offer this with a Hardlex crystal and make it cheap at the same price as this, and then you get the different dial options. Who knows? But that's just my thoughts. That's my 2 pennies. It's my 2 pennies. I'm going to keep both watches because they are that different. But certainly if you had the old version of this, which had the more plain dial, and I understand why they've done this. I think this is why I would have changed the dial. So the Kamasu 1 came in a red, a lovely sunburst red, similar sunburst to that. So therefore you've got a blue and a red, no difference. This one, there's more difference. And I think that's why they've done it. The red is arguably a nicer colour, but then it's basically the same. Yeah, okay, there's ceramic versus aluminium, but I don't necessarily think ceramic is a massive upgrade to aluminium. It's more hard wearing, but I quite like the aluminium insets. Anodized finish, you've got to look after it a bit more. This one just requires a bit more care because it'll scratch easier. Everything about that says slightly more hard wearing, but again, slightly more robust in its sizes. Same movement, same quality dial, same loom, same lug width, same crown. Do you know what I mean? They're too similar for this to be an upgrade. There we go. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm just trying to convince myself.